How am I supposed to say this? I guess I'm supposed to say, like, it's finally time to read the 2 parts of the creepypasta. Let's get into it. Alright, guess I can set the camera over here, right? Alright. Okay. Just want to go over a few things right quick. This is the follow-up, like, right after I eat pasta from breakfast. Okay. Alright. I guess you could just say that welcome to the next part of I Eat Pasta for Breakfast. This is finally Soul for Your FEEDER. Oh man. So this is called Chapter 1, Tragic Death. And this is our main character just being a narrator for a moment. And she says, I once said to my mom, if a monster were to be real, she says, after I had my dad hurt me, he did terrible things. He died from a heart attack. But I don't care. He wanted me to die with a curse, even since I was born. Which brings us to now. Huh? Daddy? Do not die on my birthday. I'm just a 5-year-old. Please don't die. Tomici Fisher screamed as her blue eyes pulsed. She ran to her room, and 2 days after that was her next birthday. Dan Fisher's death. Tomici felt as if her dad's death was her fault. The next day was Tomici's 6th birthday. Okay, my little Tomici, make a wish, said Alice Fisher, basically Tomici's mother. Alice was Tomici's 23-year-old mother, goddammit, dressed in a red tank top and wore black shoes and had white hair. Alright, now we get to the craziest part. And I hope you guys are ready for this. And she also had gray, dim eyes. But Tomici talked softly and wished for, like, softly under her voice. Like this. Talked softly under her voice and wished for this. I wish to see the Slender Man when I'm a teenager and to not remember my dad, and for everyone else to not remember him too. After 6 years, she finally came to a conclusion of wishing for something so terrible. But after 6-year-old Tomici blew out her candles, they went to the movies in a little town called Oak, Maine. After they went back home, it was 1:10 p.m. They all went to bed. Tomici cut her hand, making a red cross on her hand. I fell in a deep sleep, but I woke up frightened. Later, I was 14 after a few weeks. My hair was pink. I had a gray shirt on and white pants and had blue shoes. My blue eyes were in pain. I wished for a nightmare upon myself. I just didn't know yet. I took a look at myself in the mirror as my pupils turned red, then back to blue. I fell on my bedroom floor, saying, I cursed myself, said Tomici as she cried. and as she curled up into a ball. That's the first part. Okay. This is now just chapter 2. You think it was crazy there? Oh, you're wrong. Okay. Chapter 2. Mrs. Fisher's illness. Tommy moving to German school. It was 2 days later, but I was gonna be alone forever. Hey, are you home yet? Said Tommy as she took off her jacket with a red and black collar on it. But then Tommy heard a loud smashing noise. The sound came from upstairs. She rushed upstairs with her eyes flashing to red and back to blue. While she stumbled on the last step, but as she stood up, she saw her mom on the floor. Oh my god, can you hear me? Fuck, I gotta call 911. Tommy as she ran to get her phone, but Mrs. Fisher grabbed Tommy's left foot and said, "No, please, Tommy, stay, or he will come for me." "Stay or he will come for me," said Mrs. Fisher with a scared voice as Tommy snatched her foot away and yelled at her, "Damn it! Mom, I'm going to go downstairs to get my phone." Tommy stopped mid-sentence and looked closer, seeing as her mom had been ill for a long time, but Tommy didn't know that. It was 2:30. I stood outside the hospital door with my orange shirt and my bluish pants and my black shoes all wet from rain. But at the time, outside Oak Hospital, the doctor let us in too soon. "Why is a girl outside this late?" said Dr. Jane, Tommy's 24-year-old sister. "Huh? Oh, thank God. It's you, Jane. Let me in." "Why, who is that you're carrying on your back?" said Jane while putting on her glasses. "Holy fuck! Come in, now." Thank you so much." Both Tommy and Jane put their mom on the floor, but while they checked her pulse and heartbeat, they cried on each other. No, it can't be. Bring my mom back," yelled Tommy as Jane drank some wine while crying. Okay, this is fucked up. "Hey, wanna stay with me and my friends?" said Jane as she grabbed her car keys. "Sure, I'm going to live with you now." Little did I know, I was about to live hell to the fullest, and on my 3rd or 2nd day, I would lose everything. "Hey, wake up, we're here," said Jane as she carried Tommy to room. "Hey, Rachel and Amy, open up. Open the door," said Jane in a German voice. "Huh? Oh, hi. Is you?" "Yes, do come in." "Who is that, your sister?" said Rachel, a blonde-haired German girl with all black on her and black shoes, obviously, and blue eyes. I'm gonna skip this part. "Huh? Slam. Ouch, my head," said Tommy as she was fully awake with both pupils red as she was. God damn, I hate when my eyes dilate. That's what makes a reading so terrible. Alright, where was I? Yeah, people was red as she stood up. She said, where am I? Where am I at? Ow. So, my name is Rachel, and that's Amy, and she wears all black like us. Her hair is pink like yours, and her eyes are gray, makes her stick out like a sore thumb. But this is a lot like yours. But also, not to worry about that, this is a German school. Your new home, said Rachel, as she saw the red cross on Tomiki's hand. And as her red eyes went back to blue. Hey, why are your eyes like that? Said Amy as Jane sat down. I'm a weird person. Huh? No, you're one of the proxies. Huh? Tomiki spat blood out of her mouth. As she did, Tomiki fell on the ground as Lazari in her head said, You're one of us now. Soon they will come and collect you. And thus did I know it. Hell had began for me. Oh, man. Now, I gotta check the video time because I have my phone facing this way. I'm sorry. But we're gonna check the video time right quick. 12 minutes. I guess I could do another chapter. Get the spicy grooveness up. So, chapter 3, Tomiki's suffering. Oh, here it comes, boys. You think it was gonna be later in this catch-up and follow-up? Whatever you want to call it. Alright. Chapter 3, Tomiki's suffering. Huh? It's not night. Why? Said Tomiki, as she put on orange shoes and put on a black t-shirt and brown pants, and dyed her hair blue. Oh, hi, Tomiki, or I should say proxy. Huh? You're one of them, said Amy, as Rachel came from behind her and dragged Tomiki to the bathroom. You will let me go. Now, said Tomiki in a panic. No, Tomiki, not yet. I will, oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this on camera. It's for the story. I'm not a weird person. Trust me, I'm not. Okay. She says, no, Tomiki, I will not. Instead, how about this? I will rape you, and now. No! 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 Get off me! Rachel, get off! That bitch raped me. But I don't want to say any more now. However, the next day was hell. Hey, Tomiki. Huh? Good. Take her to the stage in the acting room. Said, yeah, hold on. My eyes are dilated again. Yeah. Crap, I can't believe my eyes are dilated. Hold on, I got fucking, ugh. Alright, take her to the acting room, said Rachel as they picked up Tomiki. But she was knocked out from Amy hitting her on the cheek with a rusty pipe and from Rachel hitting her on the head with a metal bat. Soon I woke up naked and with my hands tied to a pole on the stage. They had drugged me. They cut my wrist and my face and thrown mop water on me. So I must have been a monster. So, Proxy, speak, said Rachel as they punched her in the voice box area. As she was tying me up more, she punched me in the voice box. Hey, Tomici, what the hell? And Rachel, you should go over there. Soon her sister came, and she looked down at the acting room. What the hell, Rachel? No, you've gone too far. Too far. As Jane picked up Tomici, she started laughing like an insane person. She rushed down to the stairs first, obviously, to the stage. And she pushed Amy down and punched Rachel in the face as she picked up Tomici. She was obviously still laughing with an insane face still. As they made it to the room and locked the door, Tomici said, I'm a monster. No, you're not. But yes, I am. I'm not normal. Am I? That requests an answer, said Tomici as she put her head up, with the bottom of her eyes black. Her pupils flashed red, then back to blue. Basically, her bottom of her eyes right here. That felt weird, honestly. No, you're normal to me. Okay, let me patch you up, said Jane, with a fast pace. Tomici wanted to get new clothes on, so she put on a black shirt, a blue set of pants, a pink jacket. Hey, let me patch you up now, okay? Said Jane as she realized the blackness under her eyes have dimmed and were gone. But they reappeared and didn't go away. At that moment, I heard a voice in my own head saying something. I'm Lazari. Join us instead of the Slender Man and trust Lulu and everyone else, but don't trust Slender Man, yelled Lazari with rage inside of Tomici's head. After my sister Jane patched me up, I went to bed and woke up at 5:01 a.m. and took off. I'm okay. I'm getting out of here, said Tomici as she pulled off her hoodie from her pink jacket and opened the school door and saw Rachel and Amy. Shit. Fuck. I have to do this, said Tomici as her pupils turned red. She went ahead and chopped off Amy's right leg and shot Rachel in the head. I gotta get out of here now. As she went down into the oak forest, she ran down a hill and got stuck in a vine. My left leg... Oh wait, no, it says... Yeah, my left leg. I sprained it. Wait. My right arm. It's stuck. I cut my arm off, not intentionally. Ouch. Slice. I fell on my eyes with the knife blade and cut my eyes out, dooming me to stay 14. I ran down the hill into a swamp. Ugh, it stinks. Where am I? said Tamaki, as she had fell on her legs next to... Oh god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Just remember this, guys. It's for story purposes. This is how she turns into the creepypasta. She fell on her legs next to a mud bog. Push. Ah! Splash. Become one of us, Proxy. And say goodbye to your life as a human, said the Slender Man as he pushed Tamaki into the mud, making her the new creepypasta known as the Soul Feeder. Pull her out, Jeff. Lou will like you, said Slender Man as they pulled me out. I wasn't a human. I was a goddamn monster. A proxy. Anything beyond humanity. Soon as I knew it, my life was about to be a fucking joke. Chapter 3, done. And then there's all this kind of... I didn't know it was going to be that short, because that's basically the whole first part right there. But it doesn't stop at saying chapter 1 for the next part. It stops at saying that it's part 2 in chapter 4. But honestly, I'm about to check how much time was into that video that I'm currently making. I'm sorry. So yeah, I've been teasing it a lot. And here, I'm proving it to you. Let's see. This is part 2, and it's beginning chapter 4. Chapter 4 will be, I am a monster that lost their human memories. Honestly, what a shocker. Who would have known? That whole memory thing with Lazari and stuff, that's going to be explained in a different video. Because it explains it in part 2 really, like, later on. I'll check how long part 2 is. Part 2 is, oh my god, it's actually pretty long. But if you read it all together, you will know that it's actually quite a long one. You will know it's a long one. I know I've been teasing the whole creepypasta thing. There you go. That's part 1, but mostly half of the story if you're connecting all the chapters together. I want to thank all of you for stopping by in this insane video. And comment down below, what do you think was the most tragic thing that was happening to Tamaki before she became the Soul Feeder? What do you think was so tragic to drive her mentally insane? Because when she was outside before she chopped her arm off and lost her eyes, she was walking down a corridor, as you guys like to put it, and then she kills both of them. Well, she didn't kill Amy, she just chopped off her leg. But she killed Rachel. Anyways, just comment down below, what were your thoughts on half of the story? This has been officially the next follow-up after I eat pasta for breakfast. This has been half of Soul Feeder. Tune in for the next part, starting on chapter 4. Basically part 2, but going along, it's pretty long. So stay tuned for chapter 4. The monster that lost their human memories. And like I always say for my new saying, tap that ass.